thing. JT Lobster back at it again. We're brand new. I'm here with my main man Papa, and today we're discussing Navy stereotypes. But I'm gonna be not doing daily videos for a little bit. Yes guys, I'm gonna have to tone down the daily videos. Right now I start a 5-week summer school class, Monday through Thursday, 9 hours a day. Your boy's trying to graduate early. I'm trying to graduate, get my degree in the fall. So to graduate early, I gotta hustle in the summer and take summer classes. So it's a 5-week class, 8 hours a day, 8-9 hours a day, 5 weeks straight. Today we will be discussing Navy stereotypes. I got a bunch that I wrote down here, and we're just gonna react to them, let you know my opinion on them, if they're true, if they're false, my experience with these stereotypes. Let's get it. The first Navy stereotype, gay underway. 100 sailors go out, 50 couples come back. You know, I know the Navy gets a lot of slack for this all the time. You know, my boy Yusha Thomas, another military YouTuber, does a bunch of skits. He's always bagging on the Navy for this, bro.
Well, I'm Petty Officer Dingleberry, and I'm just wondering if you ever wanted to be a seaman or no.
Hell no. What shit y'all too into?
Well, we're into you. I mean, I'm pitting you in the Navy, if you know what I mean.
No, I'm alright.
You're big like Brutus, but I can only imagine how good you're looking at Papa outfit.
I understand, bro. Don't get me wrong. I mean, who would voluntarily want to go out on a tin can for months and months on end when you know you can't do nothing? You know, you ain't getting any. A lot of people say the Navy is the gayest straight branch there ever was. You know, we're so confident with our sexuality that we're able to, you know, play gay chicken. We're able to push those limits. No, but all joking aside, on a serious note, you know, we're professionals. We're professionals out there.
You know, I'm a professional.
That's what everybody keeps saying. I'm just a professional. Everybody keeps saying that to me. I'm just a professional. I'm just a professional. I'm getting sick and tired of hearing that. You understand me?
We're sailors. It's part of the lifestyle. You know, a lot of us, we all know what we're getting into. You know, the reason I wanted to be out at sea is because I wanted to experience life as a sailor, life out at sea, traveling the world, hitting different ports. And I think where a lot of other branches get jealous is because we're pulling into all these different countries. I myself went to 11 different countries, a lot of them in Southeast Asia. And let's just say, you have a fun time.
Well, I'm a squared away sailor, loves to go get trashed, and if I'm really lucky, they'll send me to captain's mast.
That leads into the next Navy stereotype, actually a couple of them. The Navy, over the past couple years, you know, has been trying to tone down these typical sailor stereotypes. You know, drinking, getting tattoos, and whoring. I also understand why the Navy wants to cut down on these stereotypes, you know? But it is just so, it is traditions, all this stuff. It is so ingrained into the culture. You know, they say the Marines is not really a branch, they're a cult. The Air Force is a freaking corporation. The Coast Guard, they're not even part of the DOD. Then you got the Navy, all the traditions of the branch, and you got the Army, which is like the land Navy. But how these stereotypes come about is, like I said, we're out at sea for 40 days straight, 50 days straight. If you're a submariner, sometimes you're under the water for what, months and months at end without ever coming out or hitting a port. So once you finally pull in a port, you know, people sometimes, they like to party, they like to go a little crazy. You know, especially in all these different countries where we're at, the countries cater to sailors. All these countries, they know when we're pulling in the port. We're a huge part of their freaking economy. You know, what we bring to the table, 5,000 sailors rushing into a port, that's, you know, gonna be pretty good for that country. Now the tattoos, it's just, you know, for me, I never thought I would, you know, have tattoos like this when I first joined, when I was 18, 19. And it's just something that you see a lot of people have, you know, and a lot of people get constantly. And once you get one, you know, once I got my first couple, it's just, I just kept going. The drinking part, I just want to touch a little on the drinking because, you know, it is a problem. A lot of bases overseas. Japan, for example, there's a lot of times where you can't even leave the freaking base for weeks and weeks. You know, if people are getting out in trouble out in town, you're locked on the base. You know, you have to be back by a certain time. There's curfew. So what else is there to do if you're stuck in the barracks all weekend but to freaking drink? I know you guys are gonna say, JT, you know, you don't have to drink. You don't have to drink on the weekend. Why don't you, like, you know, go to the gym or go do something else? Yeah, man, people do that. People do that stuff, but you don't understand, you're trapped on the base. there ain't to do sometimes on those bases, man. You're gonna go to MWR and watch the same movie for the 50th time. You know, it's just a way to pass time, to have fun, to loosen up, to kind of break out of the monotony, you know, of the daily grind. But yeah, definitely do not turn to the bottle. Don't turn to the bottle if you're going through some stuff. Talk to somebody, poppies. This next stereotype is the slightly autistic nuke who makes everybody feel uncomfortable. Now, this one is mostly, you know, on the ship, or, you know, if you're a nuke, you're gonna experience this stuff, but I think this stereotype stems from nukes having, you know, very high IQs. And with high IQs, that can lead to sometimes awkward social skills and awkward interactions with other sailors. I can tell you in boot camp, the nukes were always the ones that were messing up the stamps on the underwear, couldn't tie their boots right, or didn't know how to fold their clothes a certain way. They overthink freaking everything, you know, and don't get me wrong, I overthink stuff too. You know, it's not just nukes that overthink things, but generally speaking, you know, it's gonna be the nukes that do that stuff. This last stereotype is pregnant women getting off deployment, or women getting pregnant right before they're about to be deployed, so they miss the deployment. Now this one, I did see a couple sailors, you know, a couple females that got pregnant, a couple in my squadron, right before we were gonna go out to sea. You know, and obviously I don't know their intentions. Maybe they wanted to start a family. Maybe, you know, obviously it's not all gonna be intentional, but there are the bad apples that spoil the bunch. You know, there's those ones that you know are getting pregnant just because they don't want to go out to sea. But then on the other side of the coin, you know, you also have males that do this. It's not just females. There was a guy in my command who didn't want to go on deployment, and he had his wife throw a freaking toaster oven on his foot, you know, to try to break his foot. Because if you got a broken leg or a broken foot, you can't go on deployment. You can't walk around those ladder wells. You know, you're going up and down ladder wells every single day. Hundreds of times a week, walking up and down stairs. You can't do that if you got a broken foot or leg. So, you know, don't get me wrong, it's not just females that do it, it's males that do it too, and especially, we just saw the USS Shiloh sailor. It's unfortunate females get that rap sometimes because they really are, you know, just good, really good workers, and if they want to start a family, and you know, it's unfortunate in the Navy they're gonna get that stereotype. This last one we're gonna talk about involves human trafficking. You know, in Singapore, there is this place called the 4 Floors of Whores in Singapore. And you know, as you pull into these ports, you're briefed not to go to these certain places. This place is off limits, don't go here, don't go there, this place, you know. Now for whatever reason you wanna go to a brothel, you wanna go to like the 4 Floors of Whores, if you're in Singapore, you wanna do stuff like that. Just know that there's a very large chance that those people are involved in human trafficking. You know, and they were taken from their families as a little kid and put into that system. And it's a very sad thing, actually, and you know, I don't know, you shouldn't really want to contribute to that stuff, but like I said, you're out to sea for 40, 50 days straight. There's certain things you have to do to stay freaking sane. But yeah, friend, that's gonna be wrapping up this video. Thank you guys so much for all the support. As you can probably tell, my energy levels are low. Energy levels are low. I'm not looking forward to these summer school classes for the next 5 weeks, 8 hours a day. That's gonna be fun. I start that today, so maybe that's why. But hey, if I can go on a deployment, if I can make it on a 9-month deployment, I can do summer school, right? That's what I'm talking about. Use the perspective you've been through in the military to help you once you get out as a civilian, to just have that determination and just to keep putting one foot in front of the other, keep moving forward. All right, because yeah, man, we're freaking Navy. We're sailors, boy. 50 sailors going out, 25 couples going up on the road to 50K. We're getting there really close. I'm just kind of bummed out that I can't do videos every day now because we're on a good streak. I think we were hitting a nice stride. You know, I was feeling really good with the content, but I just have to, I can't, you know, put all that pressure on myself to put videos out every day, because I know if I keep putting that pressure, then my video's quality is not going to be up to par. You know, like I'm not going to have fun doing it. Because at the end of the day, man, why do I really do YouTube? To help you guys out, but also because I love doing it. I love talking to you guys. I love making videos. It's just a hobby, a passion of mine, and you know, you don't want to get burnt out. So on that note, I will see you on Wednesday. Videos every other day now on the channel for the next couple weeks. Once summer school is over though, we'll be back to the grind every day. Good boy! Papa! Give me a hug and be a good man. Okay, sit. Sit. Good boy. Every time! Goddamn. Why do you lick my neck? You're a good boy, huh? My boy, Papa. I'm gonna miss you, Papa. I don't get to see you all the day. I'm gonna not miss you for all the hours, Papa. You're gonna have to watch your, protect your mom. You have to protect your mama. Protect your mama. Good boy. Just a good boy.